Hi friends, welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. My name is Erin and I make choreography tip videos here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram. I post lots of dance things. Like I post other dancers, I post concept videos, and I post improv videos. That's it. Just check it out. Today we are doing another method video. It is the patterns on the floor method. All you're gonna need is a piece of paper and a writing utensil. So let's go ahead and get started. Just kidding. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos and you find them helpful at all. And comment if you use this method, what you used it for. Did you use it for a class? Did you use it for a concept video? I wanna know. Let me know. Let's go ahead and get started. Take out your piece of paper and your writing utensil and let's make a shape. Or let's make a couple of lines connecting. This will be our visual map that we put on the floor. You can even do a couple of shapes on the floor. Make any sort of pattern, but this is your floor space. It would be a good idea to Pinterest some shape ideas if you're stuck like me. I'm in this way, and then I want them to go back and then fully downstage, across, and backwards. Something to keep in mind is in a class piece, you're going to want to use circles. You're going to want to use 2 lines and have people staggered and do like the crossing do-si-do thing. There's also diagonals work, and like horseshoes, little U's work. But for a concept piece, I mean, anything is fair game. If you want to like capture someone's attention and really draw them in closer and closer, you can start upstage and move forward. So have 2 people meet in the center. Have something happen in the center that brings your focus back to the center. But you don't want to keep people there. Another visually pleasing one is to have dancers move from upstage right and go downstage left in a diagonal. This is because we read left to right in the US. So reading left to right is very normal. So you read on a stage left to right. If they come upstage left, go downstage right, it's kind of predictable and your eyes aren't really like glued. Whereas if you go right to left, it looks different in your brain, so you're more engaged. So before we can get started, let's talk about 2 examples that really do a good job of using patterns on the floor. They're both by Teresa de Keersmaeker. One is called Violin Phase, and then the other one is Gato number 4. The first one is a solo piece, and then the second one is a quartet. They both build through repetition and the movement on the floor. Steve Reich? Oh God, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. So this starts off with her in the woods on this platform of sand, and there's this giant circle around. There's so many great visual things that are happening in this piece. It's the sand, you see her movements through the sand, which is so cool. It makes the map for itself through the sand markings. Also, her dress is really cool. It lends itself to some really interesting movement. She does a lot of spins in this piece, so it just adds to the whole circle theme, which is really nice. I have to admit, it does start off kind of slow, but then it does build. She then eventually, she goes around the whole circle, and then she starts cutting into the circle, so they make like slices, like pie slices, and it just gets more and more wild. I wouldn't say wild, actually. I would say it gets a little bit more exuberant with the repetition. She adds legs, she adds more turns, there's stops, changes of direction. It is really a fine piece to see with your eyeballs. So this is one example of using patterns on the floor. She uses a circle, cuts in it, and uses the movement to create the visual pattern, which is top notch. The next one is the quartet. You can watch all these videos on YouTube, and I've linked them. They are a good watch. The first one is 15 minutes, and then the second one is only 3 minutes. But they're good, so worth the watch. Okay, this one is really cool because like the other one, the solo piece, sound is used as found sound and sound created from the dancers is used as a sound score as well as music, which is really cool. This quartet starts off super slow in a very alluring way. Again, with the circle skirt having cool movement created by the dancers. They use inhale and breath, which is awesome. But this pattern on the floor is basically they're going back and forth, front to back, side to side, and they just like turn their facing while going on this floor pattern so it looks new. As it builds, they start like clicking their feet together, click, and then they move to a new direction. I mean, in the beginning, they're just doing simple steps like a 3-step turn or a grapevine, and they're just waving their arms back and forth like it, but it's mesmerizing because of the texture that they have and because of the group being so synchronized. And then they eventually break apart, so they stay just as a unit going forward and back, side to side, until they break apart, which is really satisfying to see. So there are 2 examples that I recommend you go and watch. I will link them below. Show and share time. I'll show you what I came up with, and then you show me what you came up with over on Instagram at Erin_Johnson_HR. Yeah, this is what I came up with. Enjoy. Also, this is for like jazz teen class, so it's super simple. Okay, can you see that? What comes next? I don't really like the ending anyways, so let's try that again. I just walk forward. Around. Let's go with that ending instead. Okay, let's recap what we learned today. This method is there's a fuzzy. This method is super simple because all you need is a piece of paper, a shape, and a writing utensil. For a dance piece in the studio with kids, it should be really simple. Use a circle, use a diagonal, use 2 lines switching back and forth. They don't need much, so the simple shape should do it. And then for a concept piece or even something on video, you can have at it. You can do the circle or the T shape like we saw in the 2 examples, or we can do like a bunch of zigzags. We can go up and down stairs. We can pretty much do anything. It's even more free to do it on video because you can get closer to the camera, farther away. You can do all sorts of things with the camera, like that can have a pattern in itself, you know? So it's more free to have a concept piece or a video piece pattern than it is to have a kiddos class. You can find me on Instagram at Erin_Johnson_802, where I post a lot of dance stuff, so you can watch other dancers every day and you can see what I make. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe because you know I got more coming for you. Thanks for joining me. You'll see me next time. Bye. Don't you love when you just start talking to the camera and it's not even recording? I love that. A mess. She's a mess. Look. Show and share time. I'll show you what my desk. Okay, before we can so I'll show you mine and then you show me yours. Oh, No. Wait, why am I saying this all again? The other tape was really good.